I have a hot tip for you. Pacific Avenue could be a smoky for the top 20 in this year's Hottest 100. Their new song, Leaving for London, was recently released and is making the rounds on Triple J right now. Other than the fact that this is quite simply an amazing song with a beautiful catchy chorus, why would I make this smoky tip of Pacific Avenue cracking the top 20? Well, the trends are pointing towards it happening. If you've watched any of my other videos before, in particular my video about Spacey Jane, I talk about a blueprint that they followed to become recognised in the Australian music industry. Pacific Avenue, in my opinion, will be that next band to follow the blueprint. And a high Hottest 100 placing is usually a big sign of this process. Before I delve further into why I think this new song of theirs, Leaving for London, will do well in the count, let's go over the blueprint process again and look at some good examples in the Oz music industry to gather references. Now, I should point out that this is based on my opinions and predictions, and I could be wrong, but this is the trend I have followed with some other big Aussie indie rock bands over the last 3 to 5 years. Example number 1, Spacey Jane. They played lots of local shows, released a professional sounding debut, worked really hard on their streaming game, forced Triple J to notice them, and had a strong shitposting group on social media. In 2019, their song Good For You hit number 80 in the 2019 Hottest 100, proving they had a strong fan base. And in 2020, their most successful song Booster Seat reached number 2 in that year's count. Case 2, Ocean Alley. They follow the same process as Spacey Jane, coming up the ranks, and in 2017, their song The Come Down was voted in at 48 in that year's Hottest 100, despite not having much attention on the station. The year after, their single Confidence topped the count. Case 3, Lime Cordiale. In 2018, their song Dirt Cheap was a surprise entry in the Hottest 100 at 86, not showing up in any prediction websites. The year after, their song Robbery came in at 7. I feel that Pacific Avenue will be the next band to follow this very trend. Let's see what their journey has been like so far. The band was formed in the New South Wales coastal town of Gerringong, and they released their debut single Sally in 2018. Their debut EP Strawberry Skies was released in 2019 and was produced by Adrian Breakspear, who had worked previously with Gang of Youths. They've been touring all over the country and selling out shows. Their streaming game is strong, and they have a shitposting page on Facebook with about 550 members, which is still growing. Easy Love, their 2021 single, got heavy airtime on Triple J, and it would just miss out on the Hottest 100, coming in at 108. But a pretty respectable placing for a classic rock sounding song if you ask me. I'm pretty sure not many of the other 199 songs were influenced by Thin Lizzy and had a blaring guitar solo in the bridge. Since last year's success, they have pressed on with a couple of new releases, including Leaving for London, which has a slightly more indie rock sound, similar to Spacey Jane. And in all honesty, I think this song is probably better than any track on the new Spacey album anyway. It was a pretty underwhelming follow-up of a record if you ask me. The song was uploaded to Unearthed and has 6 4 to 5 star rankings from Triple J staff members. I've heard it making the rounds on the J's, and the announcers have mentioned a few times that the listeners are crying out to hear it. Could this song be the booster seat of 2022? There really aren't many big songs screaming out for high spots this year. It will certainly be up against Spacey Jane and Gang of Youths songs from their 2 albums, but they both don't have standout singles eligible this year. Kendrick Lamar brought out an album, but what song in particular stands out there? I'm not sure. Jack Harlow with a remix of a Fergie song? Please no. Look, I could be wrong and I could be way off, but this song has me really excited for what it could do for the band. I really see them becoming the next big indie rock group in Australia and maybe paving the way for more classic rock sounding acts slaving away in local pub scenes, such as the Southern River Band. I guess we shall see, but if you haven't already, check out this new Pacific Avenue song, Leaving for London, and try to get that chorus out of your head. I promise you, you won't be able to.